Hello there guys, and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. So in this episode I wanted to show off one of my creations that I've been doing recently. It's a crashable vehicle that demolishes and flexes on impact. Now it is the first of the prototypes I've done for this. I just wanted to get your feedback so far, maybe throw out a few suggestions to me. And I hope you enjoy. So here she is. This is the beast in all the glory. So as you can see, it does impact. Let me just do that again. That was terrible. There we go. It does destroy on impact. It does bend the body of the vehicle in. Obviously, there are a few glitches, so I'll just reset the vehicle. Your frame rate does obviously drop, especially when you've hit something. Just because of everything that's going on with the bearings. Obviously, they don't like to be strained that way. When there's a lot of them anyway. So we'll just take it round here, go for another tree. Obviously there are still bits that need adjusting on it. But it does give you an insight into the idea behind what's going on. I've always wanted to build something like this on Scrap Mechanic because vehicles, you can hit into something and it doesn't harm the blocks in any way. So as I say, it's just something I've wanted to do for a while really. So this is a bit of a bigger drop. You see the body does distort quite heavily. We'll go off one of the highest mountains in Scrap Mechanic. There we go. So yeah, it does have springs as well, just to keep the body from wobbling too much while you're driving along. They are set on strength number 2, so when they've been pushed in, it doesn't bounce the body back out, they just stay in. Go for another one. Go on. There we go. Oh. Yeah, so it does work, as I say. Prototype version 1. It definitely does what I wanted it to do. I think what I might need to add though is somehow of the wheels bending in. If you drop and land on your wheels, maybe the chassis can bend. Just all little things we can add on into the future. Oh, there we go, that's a perfect example. So if the wheels or the chassis would crush, I think that would just make it a little bit more realistic. Oh, so if you look on the back, obviously there's a few things swinging around. That's just simply because I haven't got round to finishing the vehicle or the back end yet. That obviously will be fixed when I do a bit more work on it. Try and think of a way to make the roof collapse in towards the bottom of the vehicle as well. Yeah, just to try and make it feel a bit more realistic. The next one as well, which I thought would be brilliant, is if you imagine smashing into a tree that hard. Obviously in a normal vehicle your engine would probably cut out or disconnect from the chassis entirely. If I could somehow link up a sensor somewhere on the body, so when the car crushes in too far, the sensor picks it up and somehow deactivates the engine from working. I will look into that, do a bit more work on trying to perfect it. So yeah, as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe if you can. Leave a comment, just get involved in this build. Help me out, because I am struggling a little bit of how to bring it around to the top end of the vehicle. So any bit of feedback would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.